Hi everyone, welcome back to the official page of Bar English Academy. My name is Divya. I am today here present in the batch Ringleaders, where a debate has been conducted here with them. Already some formalities were done as they were total students, so I already have divided them in two groups where the topic has already been given, they have already prepared each and everything, but now this is the time to bang on the debate. So guys, let me first tell you what actually debate session is all about. So under the debate activity, under the debate session, there are two groups or two parties who have some arguments upon some topic, upon some ideology. So today's topic is all about, does forgiveness make us strong or weak? Means when somebody has got this attribute of forgivingness, so does that attribute make that person strong or weak? So that is how this topic has been introduced to the students. Now, upon their topics, they are going to have some arguments with each other and will prove their side right, better. And for that, they'll make some points, they'll counter, they'll that means they'll use all their best possible ideologies, their attributes to win this debate. So to my right, to my left, we have got Team Smarth, where Smarth is the captain, and this is the Vij. Hi, guys, say hi to the camera. And this side supports that forgiveness makes us strong. It is something that depicts the strength of someone. On my right, there is Team Kapish, where Kapish is the captain. Say hi, guys. And this team believes no. Forgiveness simply makes us weak. It is not the attribute of our strength, but it is the attribute that weakens us. So, I am quite excited to see what people exactly gonna speak and put their arguments in front. So, are you guys ready? Yes. So, which team is going to win? Us. Strong, weak? Alright, so without wasting any time, let's get started. And I request captains to commence it, means Smarth and Kapish. I would want you both to kindly commence the debate. So let's do it, kids.
So hello everyone, and today we are here to do a debate on this topic that is given to us. But before that, we need to understand, we need to contemplate over that what in reality forgiveness is. So forgiveness is simply associated to some mistakes, to some failures. Because when someone does something wrong for us or something mistaking for us, then if we forgive that person, after that person apologizes to us, or even if that person not apologizes to us and we forgive that person, so that is an attribute of forgiving to that person. And what my team believes, that forgiveness is something that makes you strong, because it is not the weapon of a weak person. Forgiveness is something that only strong people can do, who are mentally very strong, who are physically very strong. Because we all know that how many barriers we are having in our life related to emotions, related to our physical environment and all. If we talk about emotions, then we have got anger, we have got many other attributes too, that are an obstacle, that are a barrier when we are forgiving a particular person. But when one overcomes these emotions, then that person is literally strong, and that is why I, on the behalf of my team, believe that forgiveness is something that only a strong person can do. Even this forgiveness makes the relationships of a particular person strong with another person. That ultimately makes the person strong and the environment in which that person is living strong.
So I would like us to recall the definition of forgiveness first of all. Because forgiveness is something that means to forgive someone when they are doing some mistake, as stated by someone. But why do we forgive a person? There are two reasons. To put the person who is forgiving at ease. Because sometimes when the person right there who is forgiving someone, it also makes them feel ease, because sometimes when someone says sorry to you, you have the pressure to to forgive them. And the second of all, it puts the second person as at ease, who has done the mistake, because they have done some mistake and they want to be forgiven for that. And it puts both of them into a comfort zone, into ease. And that is what makes forgiveness for weak people, and that is why it makes us weak. Because forgiveness just puts you down and down. If you want to become really strong, you don't need to be forgiven. You need to handle you need to accept the mistakes you have done. You need to accept what you have done. You need to accept that that person has done this to me. And that is why forgiveness is something that's make you weaker. According to a study from Carnegie Mellon, that after a point of time, after a person forgives someone, there are more arguments comparatively to when someone doesn't forgive someone. So this data actually shows us the true nature of forgiveness and the people who forgive.
I think you have forgot the real definition of the forgiveness. That's why you have talked about the acceptance. The moment you are saying that acceptance, that is the reality about expectations, and acceptance is the forgiveness. That is the breach of the forgiveness, because the moment you are expecting someone that that person should be do this and they are not doing, then you are accepting that fact that this person is like that, and you are forgiving that person that it's okay. Let's make this relationship healthy. That is the real definition of forgiveness. And the forgiveness is never a sign of the surrendering or like failing or weakening. You are actually putting the efforts to more rather than the conflict or the matter that person more. You want that person rather than that fight. That's why you are saying it's okay. You will say sorry, I'll make it okay, because you hurted me. That's why that conflict started. But here I am ready to accept your flaws as a human being, as a my friend, as a my relation.
Actually, you forgot that you don't want person to make the healthy relationship, but you want that person to hurt you again and again. Because forgiveness is actually makes you weak. Just imagine a person who is corrupt. Just imagine an employee who is lazy. Now again and again, the boss or again and again the government is forgiving those people. Now isn't that the weakness of the government? Isn't that the weakness of the company? And let me tell you, suppose I forgive someone, so what will happen? The results will be touch and go. I don't know that person is gonna be same, or if that person gonna change the attitude what that person was carrying earlier. And similarly, suppose you forgave someone, so will that person will giving you the flowers where they were due? Never. Because you don't know what will happen next. Suppose I made a mistake, you forgive me. I have a strong attitude that I will not change myself. I will do the same mistake. So that forgiveness will show your weakness. That forgiveness make you more weak than the rest of the time.
What a stupid point, but still I would like to forgive you. But the point is that like in the people who does not have much, you can say bigger goals, do not forgive the people, because they are stuck in the small fights of their life. And that is the point, that most of the people are unable to be successful person, because like they don't think about their future. They think about that why he did something to me, why that person why that person say this thing to me. We people are stuck into the relations, or you can say fake relations, where like we keep one thing with ourselves. There are words which hurt us the most, and we kept on remembering them and hurt ourselves only. The people like successful people, they don't focus on like the small things, the small, I would say, the things which generally happen in their life. Do you know, like according to science or psychology, you can say, like one negative thought is enough to make your day, you can say, bad or good. So I believe that when you do not forgive something, you don't become weak, you become frustrated, and the whole time as like your day is not going well, so where is the productivity, where you will work for yourself, where you will think about yourself rather than thinking about the people who hurt you.
Okay, so as we consider perfection is a part of personality, and when we adopt this thing, and that is forgiveness, so you are allowing yourself to make a mistake or freely mistake, and this is how you break the boundary. You know, whenever I make a mistake, everybody is here who can say to me, it's okay. And this is only a time where you don't focus on yourself, because in each and every part of your life, you have to think of something, and which is your duty, where it is your responsibility. You can't say each and every time, ki I did this thing, so sorry, I will not this time. So in this thing, you definitely forget. Whenever we say, let it be for today, I will start from tomorrow. So we know that tomorrow will never come. And this is how somehow we call with forgiveness. You do, but whenever we say sorry, it is just a word. We don't feel it. So there is no meaning of forgiveness.
Okay, as your team stated that forgiveness is weak.
Makes others weak.
Others weak, yes. So I would like to drag your attention at a point. Like if, for instance, if you are saying, Muskan has said, like in the profession, if you are forgiving someone, if a government forgiving that employee, that corrupt person, it will be the enhancement of that corruption again and again. So it's not like that. Profession and forgiveness is the different thing, because in our daily life we used to meet people. We usually meet people, and that is called is the our behavior. Notice that the grudges comes here. Like if a grudge is something, and that time you and your opponent, that person has having a grudge, that time you have to forgive that person. If you are not forgiving that person and he is harming you again and again, because of that you are not you are not forgiving that person. So and lot of studies showing that, like if you don't forgive the person, it will affect your body, your health, your mind. Because of that you are carrying something in your body, in your mind, and just because of that you are deteriorating your health as well. So, and as we take the example of your another team partner, like weak is a different thing. If you are not forgiving, then you are also a weak. Because whenever you are talking about the forgiveness, it's a big thing. It's very deep and very big thing. We people have to forgive that person, and that makes us strong, because forgiving itself is a strong thing. So we have to think, and we have to adjust ourselves to forgive that person.
Okay, first of all, I would say that forgiveness is not what we are understanding. Okay, like you are understanding that forgiveness just means that sorry, but it's not sorry, or it's not even the bridge of expectations and acceptance. Okay, it's just the common concept of accountability. Okay, and according to the psychology, which is the scientific study of human brain, not the thoughts or negative or positive thoughts, I would like to draw the attention towards that there is a psychological meaning that when we forgive someone without accountability, without the realization, because forgiveness is not about words, it's about feeling, then that thing are more prone to happen. Okay, and according to the psychology, let me give you an example as well, because this debate is not all about that what it should have done or what things should be. It's all that what is going in the society right now. Okay, so when we will call that what's going in the society, so all the physically abused women at the home, they are more prone to they are more prone to get those experience again and again, because of that forgiving nature without the with the absence of accountability. Okay, apart from those accountability, as you are mentioning that there are many research that shows that when you carry the forgiveness, that makes you more weak mentally and physically. So can you name those researches?
Are you asking the same question? You are asking the same question, but you have to visit Google once. When you will be visiting that Google, that time you will be finding the researches has been done already, and on the basis of that, I am saying this. I am not blowing my arrow in the air. So just because of that, you have to visit once on the Google.
Okay, so Google, first of all, Google is not a platform that provides researches.
You can
Okay.
go for the research scholar also.
Okay, so I haven't visited that particular research scholar, but you should have visited. That's why you should, you never name that particular report. Apart from this, let me tell you the biggest concept of forgiveness. When you forgive someone, so you don't psychologically you don't forgive the person because you are strong or you are weak or you will face problems. You just forgive someone because there's an imbalance of position. For example, if something bad happened to me because of a son of a politician, okay, here I'm not strong, not even I'm weak, but I will forgive that person because I don't have that position. So the imbalance of position also plays an important role while forgetting someone or forgiving someone. Okay, apart from that particular thing, when we forgive someone, so we don't forgive that because we are strong, let it be. We forgive because we don't care about that particular person. And the non-caring, the behavior doesn't come in stronger behavior, it comes in weaker behavior.
Okay, let me counter your answer, because why I am countering, because if you are talking about the forgiveness and you are asking about the study also, I am giving the real example of this, because whenever we'll take the example of today's era, we people live in the relationships, and whenever we'll be in the relationships, the things grudges takes place in both from both sides. If you are needing that person, the same person needing you, and that time you will be, if a person leaving you and you are thinking like that person has left me just because of their own personal things, and you are creating a grudge in itself, in yourself, and that time you will be many of the cases you have seen around, lot of students, lot of lovers, and lot of who are in relationships go into the like that kind of situation where they can deteriorate their mental health, okay, and depressions as well. So it is just because of that they are carrying the grudge in his mind or in his body, and just because the negative energies arises around them. So just because of that, we don't need to go even to the Google. We can see the examples around us also.
Okay, let's reset the idea of forgiveness. Like, what is forgiveness? Forgiveness makes the person, forgiveness comes to a person when a person, like when someone made a mistake and someone wants to, like, basically show his sympathy, show his or her sympathy towards that person. So I think there are two negative aspects that forgiveness makes the person weak. So first aspect is, like, people will not take you seriously. If you forgive someone, then you are allowing that particular person to repeat the same mistake. So I think, in my opinion, it's a sign of weak personality that like no one is taking you seriously. For example, in the schools, for example, there are so many teachers who are very humble, who basically do not punish the students while they do not do homework. So there are so many teachers. So like all the students in the school would not take that particular teacher seriously, and and whenever like there will be a situation of exam, then they would be want that teacher would came, so that we will basically we will cheat in the exam. So there's the one like teacher is present in every school. So it is a sign of that teacher's weak personality, that it is a sign of basically weak personality, that he forgives students because students do not take that teacher seriously. And second point, I want to talk that why like it is a sign of weak personality is that there will be a less accountability. If you forgiving someone, then there will be a accountability factor will be missing in that person. So I think this is a sign of weak personality for these two reasons.
All right. So it was literally so thrilling. The way you people came with your points, especially I remember the moment when Sanjeet was the one, wait, let me only speak. Give me the mic, let me really, it really seemed as if he has taken really so much serious about it. But yeah, this energy is required, I find. This energy, this enthusiasm throughout the debate is quite required, because it only brings that spark, and there is that belongingness to that debate then, right? And when you are so connected, so associated with any debate, any topic, with your team especially, so it brings that, part of harmony within yourself, and you enjoy whatever the activity or the session you are the part of, right? So well done, everybody. It was well played. Choosing one winner would be a little difficult for me, because both the sides had quite nice points. Karna to padega, but it is the part of the process. So after listening to both the teams about the points, I feel that the team which had better and some logical points, that is definitely Team Smarth. So Team Smarth wins. He was literally expecting his own name. He even did this. Better luck next time, buddy. So yes, Team Smarth, you win this. Congratulations to you. And to my audience as well, I hope you enjoyed this debate throughout. If you really did so, do comment in the comment box right there that what is the best part of this debate you enjoyed, and whose performance you genuinely liked the most, whom did you find doing quite good, because they would be happy seeing their name in the comment box, right?
Yes.
We would be happier too. Also, if you also want to improve yourself, not only in English, but in confidence, personality and communication, do join Budding English Academy. We are available on offline and online, both the platforms. If you are in Delhi, if you are the person living in Delhi or nearby Delhi and can commute to Dwarka every day, you are most welcome to join our offline classes. We are situated near Dwarka, Sector 2, near Mahavir Enclave, not near, exactly in Mahavir Enclave only. So you can visit us, you can join us if you want to even see same changes in yourself, what they have right now brought in themselves, you can join us. And if you are not that lucky enough to be the part of Mahavir Enclave or Delhi, still you have got option to join us in the online classes. We are available on the online platform as well. So if you are from India, out of India, anywhere, do join us, because we here work honestly on the students and bring proper and absolute improvement in our students. So thank you so much for joining us till so far. Now we'll see you super soon. Till then, bye.